program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and then we start talking.
We'll be here for an hour.
Yeah, here we go. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it is Sunday.
And we're back here on the couch again.
Well,
getting into airplane mode.
Yeah.
Zoo, don't crash, don't fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's a nice day today.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, I guess, and in some capacity, in another capacity, just kind of come to terms with what I've done online since November 27th, 2014.
What have you done? That's been a whole year. I mean, that's over a year.
Yeah, that's over a year.
You did something crazy in the last year? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Probably.
Online craziness. Huh?
Online craziness. Yeah. So someone at that time asked me whether or not, he wanted a dropper.
What's a dropper?
So yeah, that's basically where somebody sends you merchandise and you send it. You maybe make a sale or something on eBay or whatever, and sometimes people might take the profits that they made, and put some of that money to Western Union in order to send it money elsewhere. And I was kind of naive when I kind of got into all of this kind of junk.
So what?
Yeah.
Somebody sends you.
Yeah.
All right. So you.
Yeah.
Droppers when somebody sends you money.
No, merchandise.
They send you things.
I send me things.
And then you put the things on eBay.
Right, basically.
And then you sell the things.
Yeah.
And then you get the money.
Yeah.
And then you give some of the money back to the person who gave you the merchandise.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't they just put it on eBay themselves?
Well, like, for example, this person claimed that the merchandise wasn't able to reach them in Pakistan. And I don't know. I guess I was really naive about this whole situation, but things kind of came to a head this last Friday. Between November 27th, 2014 and last Friday, I was actually talking to two different people in Pakistan. And the second person was kind of really savvy in some sort of like what he was doing in terms of finance or whatnot. It was kind of slick, and I didn't know. I still don't know half of what he was able to do. But I got a phone call on Friday, and this person wanted to know where his Christmas bonus was. He was like, yeah, I see you got a website, but I didn't pay for it. Somebody paid it for me under my name.
Uh-huh.
And things kind of hit somewhat like a brick wall for me, and I was kind of like processing all this kind of like content, this conversation that I had online with this person and whatnot. And it has taken me about 48 hours to kind of come to terms. But basically, what I'm going to do is march to the police department on 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and see whether or not, if there's anything they want to, continue to question me.
You talked to the police already?
No, I have not. But I printed out $143 worth of printouts from Kinko's, It's like maybe at least 143 pages, or something about these two different dialogues that I was having under Facebook.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of somewhat happy that I was able to kind of print out all of this.
This is a money-making venture for you?
Oh, God, no. I think it's actually a little bit illegal. So
why have you been doing? People been shipping you things this whole
yeah.
time for the
So
past 2 years and you haven't said anything about it?
Well, no, not really. I've been pretty much the naive person all the way through, and so.
I mean, are you supposed to be telling us about this on TV?
There's not really a whole lot of facts that I'm giving, other than I'm going to kind of figure out what's going to become of my so-called, I don't know, freedom, or my leisureness of jumping on the internet and jumping off. And
are you gonna get incarcerated?
well, I don't know. That's kind of like the thing. Kevin Mitnick, maybe you know that name.
I don't know that name.
He's a really savvy computer hacker. He can't use a computer now because he's so good, I guess, at what he does, or through Unix systems or whatever else. So using computers for me is kind of like a little bit of my lifeblood in terms of like using something that's an illustration-based program.
Okay.
If I choose to like some sort of function and I don't like it, I can go use undo. But on another capacity, I have understood that this person was really upset. He had used a little bit of humor when he was asking me about my Christmas bonus, but he was like, when it came down to it, he was like, okay, well, I want to know who your benefactor is, who helps you do this. And I'm like, well, he's in Pakistan. And he's like, you never met this person? You never met this person, and you've done this, crazy shit online? And I'm like, yeah. And so he says, well, I had an idea that things are really bad, but I didn't know things are really that bad in Washington State.
So somebody in November, somebody from Pakistan messaged you randomly?
Yeah.
And they're like, I have a deal for you.
Yeah. Well, in one sense or another. And so
they said, I got a way for you to make money today.
Yeah. One of the things that I know is that I should have known all of what was going on, and there's the complete transcript is like in Kinko's box, and I'm taking that and the thumb drive of the PDFs that are
I can make
inside
you money
the box
today. I'm going to send you things. What kind of merchandise has it been?
Well, it's been computers, and there's also the website actually was set up to kind of sell clothing. So
did you make money?
No, just a little bit, but
so he's sending you stuff.
Yeah.
And then you make the eBay pages about it.
Well, I had made some eBay pages. I didn't make a whole lot, but
But you're
I would certainly plead like guilty. So there's not a whole lot of it's like a foregone conclusion. If you plead innocent, then there's a trial, and there's the trying to
guilty
prove
of what? Or what
proves their innocence.
What are you guilty of?
Well, certainly being naive or being taken advantage of.
Is that a crime? What's the crime though?
Well, the
laundering or what? What's the?
Well, I was also sent credit cards, so in the mail. and so it kind of escalated from just like getting like a laptop or whatever to kind of like credit cards. And
they mail you credit cards?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with the credit cards?
Well, I went to ATMs sometimes to withdraw $500 every 24 hours or something.
What?
Yes.
And then what do you do with the $500?
Well, no, sometimes I would send half to Pakistan, and this really.
How would you send it to Pakistan?
Well, through Western Union.
And then what do you do with the other half?
Well, I would kind of spend it. I spend a lot of it, and this money really did not belong to me. So
where did it come from?
Well, these weird schemes that have been going on the internet that I've been a part of.
People in Pakistan are sending you credit cards?
Well, two.
And then you keep half and they keep half?
Generally speaking.
So you're making $250 a day?
Well, sometimes it was. It wasn't going quite like that, but
Are you supposed to be talking about this on the program?
Well, it doesn't matter what I talk and don't talk about, because again, I have the transcript, and it's like I'm handing over all of the conversations that I had with the police department, and this police,
you didn't talk to them yet?
No, I needed like 48 hours to kind of understand where the past has been,
and what made
and
you
where the future will be, and
what made you decide to stop and
well, this person that called me at 6 o'clock in the morning, I answered returned his phone call, because it's like, oh, what's this? And he's like, well, I'm missing my Christmas bonus. And
is he a Pakistan guy?
No, it was someone in my home state of Wisconsin, actually.
Okay.
So he's like talking to me about it could be just idle threats, but hey, I'm a trucker, and I would like to visit you or whatever in Washington State, and that's why he wanted the address of my supplier, for a lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And because he didn't know he was in Pakistan. He thought this is within the United States, or like within the same state.
How did they find
or the same
place? Randomly?
Well, the Pakistan person found me randomly. I guess the person that was calling me on from the state of Wisconsin, he found me from the Whois, doing the Whois search on websites. And sometimes when you do a Whois search, you can find like a phone number and full address, a contact name.
So you agreed to like what seemingly to me seems like spam email?
I guess, I don't know.
It's like it seems like a deal like one of those like prince, like I'm the Prince of Nigeria.
Yeah, well,
but it's been happening to you.
Oh, well, it's not the Prince of Nigeria. He's like, will you accept my products? And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll accept your products, and
Why did you agree to that?
Well, I honestly, I guess I don't know. Why I.
It seems to be legit though. So he's sending you stuff.
Well,
and you're selling it.
Yeah.
And then where are the cards are coming from? Pakistan?
No, the credit cards are being produced, like in Maryland or whatever, Delaware, whatever bank has the lowest tax write-off to have, the banking operation, like Bank of America, Chase Bank, et cetera, et cetera. They have corporate offices being in Delaware, for the the tax reasons.
So they
yeah.
send you.
Yeah.
Pakistan sends you computers.
Yeah.
You sell the computers on eBay.
I have done that, at least one time that I know of. Some of the other computers that were sent to me were like really low powered, like that crap over there.
So then you sell them on eBay?
I sold one on eBay, for example, and it was like $2,220 new, and he wanted it for $1,900 or $1,800 or something like that. But it's like, okay, whatever, give you half and I'll take half, and it's I'm certainly not really all that proud of what I've done, because my phone number was on the receiving end of this, angry person, from Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Why are you telling us this now?
Well, I'm telling you this now, just because I want to, because I can, because I might, if I don't say anything, and I don't show up tomorrow, it's like, well, where's Carl?
You think you're in jail? You might be going to jail?
Well, I might have an overnight stay. Who knows?
What's the crime?
Well, I think that I've been participating in some naive sense about credit card fraud.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, whatever comes from anything is just up to
It's not quite. How is that? I don't understand.
Well, so I have a number of credit cards that are in this box that I got from Kinko's as well, and just in the spirit of full disclosure, it's like I have the Bank of America had sent me some sort of like bank information, to start, this website up on, an actual enterprise, but that domain, that whatever, I actually use WIX myself personally, but, he's like, I'm not sure how you managed to charge me on this WIX account, or domain, if I don't know you at all. And so I confessed, and I said, hey, I'll not change my number or whatever. But as I was thinking about this over the weekend, it's like, well, I can certainly turn things on a dime and say, hey, I'm printing out all this language, this chat history, and the person in Pakistan was like, no, wait 7 days, and I'm like, wait for what? So we can steal money to refund this guy? Because he said that his account is frozen. His account is frozen because he has unsubstantiated funds or whatever coming out of his account. So I was like, this has to stop somehow. I might as well try to figure out how to stop it, legitimately myself somehow. So, it's like, okay, I'm taking most of, or at least half or 1/4 of Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow to answer questions that the police department may have
You haven't been in there
about
yet.
these so-called activities, but whether or not they're legal or whatnot, they'll probably have, I'll probably have to do maybe some community service. I have no idea. So
You don't even think you should go to a lawyer first?
lawyer. What do I need a lawyer for if every all of the chat information is all printed out?
Seems like it's always a good idea.
I don't really necessarily care.
You think you should be putting this on TV right now?
Well, like I say, where would Carl be? Where's Carl when I understand that you might want to do the program around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, probably nighttime.
Oh, well.
But you've been
anyway.
Here, you've been coming on the program like most of the days in this last year since you've been doing the thing.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this on your off time, like when I say like, what have you been doing? When you say that you're like doing your art and whatever on your computer, you've actually been doing this weird credit card stuff.
Well, also that as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure that there are probably a lot of people that wanna that are victims from identity theft that are probably putting their foot through the TV screen right now.
You've been identity thefting people?
Well, maybe not really per se for me. I want to use the chat dialogue to kind of speak for itself.
Who's on the credit cards? And when you get the credit cards, it's just like what's the name on the credit card?
Well, for example, there was one called Gene McLean.
What is this got this name on it?
Yeah,
just like random names.
Yeah. Well, so when someone asked me about being a drop shipper, I was getting all these like weird, like crazy names. Like one of the first was Roy Celts, and I was like, Roy Celts, okay, that might be a little bit fake or not. Sorry if your last name is Celts and you go by Roy as your first name, but it struck me as like, okay, it's addressed to me, or whatever, it's like, but it just kind of dissolved, and then I guess maybe in a legal sense, in a period of months and months, just like kind of getting a little bit worse and worse involved in crap.
How many? I don't know if I should keep saying.
Well, I bundled up everything that was like the Bank of America information that was.
How are you even doing this? Are you using your own bank accounts?
No, it was the bank accounts were set up for me. I had no idea about like a program called Team Viewer. Team Viewer allows this Pakistani person to kind of register bank information or domain names through my internet service. So he logs in. It's almost like Skype in a certain sense where you're screen sharing, except that he is able to control the mouse. And sometimes he's like, bro, I need internet, or whatever. And, sometimes on one occasion, not actually too long ago, my internet service stopped working because, it's like I forgot to pay it. It's like, dude, bro, I need internet. What's going on? And it's like, I'll figure it out. And, I found out.
So he's using you as a like a
router,
a proxy.
Yeah. So, there's, I had a little bit of involvement here in this kind of scheme, and it's like, I was like, once someone was like directly affected, and he was like telling me, about his lost job or whatever else, then I was kind of getting, a little bit too close to comfort, like,
I don't get how you.
Yeah, I don't really understand either. I'm like,
Well,
But
what?
I guess I'll be here on the program if I can be tomorrow.
What? What the
Well,
heck?
what?
You think you're gonna be in
I don't.
jail tomorrow? You talk to your parents about this?
I have not.
Dude, I don't know if you should be talking about money and like possible crimes here on TV. I don't know if I'm like think it's a good idea to be publicizing this kind of thing.
It's freedom of information, full disclosure.
Yeah.
I want to say that
you're gonna get in trouble, and then they're gonna come back and watch this episode and be like, "Hey, look, you did all these weird things," or.
Well, they're gonna know about it. Maybe a week before it's mentioned. But I do want to say, hey, if someone asks you to, whether or not you want to receive packages or receive.
Well, obviously not. I mean,
yes,
yeah.
But it's like I think I got this perpetual L. Maybe carved on my back or my head or.
Really? You picked me to do this? Like I got a chance. I got this chance to make money.
Well, not necessarily a chance. Just like, something. Well, okay, maybe I don't know. It was just like he asked me, if I wanted to be a dropper, and I was like, okay, sure, I guess, what's that, so this like 240 or 140 pages or
these are Facebook messages.
Yeah. So I was able to figure out through the power of YouTube, you just enter in m.facebook.com and then you can, make a PDF of just like Facebook conversations if you so desire. It's kind of Facebook also makes things complicated, but I think Facebook also makes things simple. Like if someone is asking you about questionable information online, just say "no" and then report them. I don't want what happened to myself happen to anyone else, because it's like I've been kind of struggling. Certainly if you saw yesterday's episode and the day before, it's like, what's going on, Carl? So.
Well, you've been doing this for the last year, because you've been here almost every day.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard a thing about this.
Well, yeah, that's I guess the benefit or the negative aspect of having a dual life. Maybe
you've been leading a dual life for the last year. You haven't seen anything. You're like an underground crime boss.
Well, I'm probably not that way, but there are certainly have been lives endangered or ruined or no, stick with me, from shoplifting. You could agree with that, right?
No, nobody's lives are ruined from shoplifting.
Well, every so often, sometimes people get shot. I'm not saying just like about the Safeway incident, but there are certainly other situations where people have been received baseball bat hits or whatnot. Like at a convenience store.
For trying to rob somebody, yeah.
Well, yeah. So if I get $500 that is not mine, it's like. I mean, nevertheless, I just kind of need to kind of figure things out with them, and whatever happens to be the story is whatever,
Did you tell anybody about this other than me now? Here,
no.
This is the first you told anybody about this outside of in the little circle?
Boy, howdy. Yep.
You decided to
Well, no, I don't decide anything. It's just like, okay, well,
you decide everything.
Tomorrow.
You decide everything you do, but you're deciding. So you just, but you.
No, I'm really doing totally by reaction.
But this
you know?
is where you're making
I'm
your
reacting to life all the time. It's like, ugh.
This is where you're making your.
Well, yeah. Well, again, where's Carl? You know, it's like Carl. You know, I'm going to leave my phone at home, and I'm just going to walk to downtown, and then I'll walk back home at some point. My street address, you can Google it if you wish, just like my name and, fill in some details, and the rest of my street address would be filled in. That's kind of somewhat of the problem of having, this internet, like paid for a domain under my name and whatnot. And so I do have another domain under my name. But, the
stuff?
first...
What's the domains about? What do they do?
Well, the domains were about... selling clothes, for example, but the domains under my name, it's like I was probably one of the, early adopters of getting a vanity domain name or something to that effect, just when the internet was being formed.
Okay.
And so the Who Is portion of websites were public in maybe every capacity, but and maybe they still are to this day, which is why this person in Pakistan neglected to keep certain information private. But it's like things are catching up to me, I guess, maybe a little bit, or this overall scheme in general, and just gotta accept where things are going and go from there, and so if the police say, oh, thank you for your information, but we're gonna let you go, well, then that's for them to decide. If they want to question me for 8 hours or whatever. I mean, I don't know how much.
They're going to be in for a world of hurt if they're trying to talk to you about this kind of thing, because I'm so confused right now and I don't even know if you've done anything.
Well,
they're going to be.
If I've done anything,
and I know you, they're going to be in a weird loop of like, what's going on? They're going to be like, get out of here.
Well, I did get $500, or I within my Facebook message that I print out, I had gotten snapshots of the receipt, so there's clear indications of money that has gone out through Western Union, like the number or whatever, the pickup number, which is
so
like
you're getting random people's credit cards, like somebody stealing the cards and sending them to you, or what?
Well, just. In all, I think I got 6 credit cards, 2 of which have my name on it. They were from PayPal. Another 2 were from this domain that was in question that this Pakistani individual helped set up. And one was Gene McLean, an account now, I guess, debit card. And one final one was peopleforhire.com. Yeah, so there's 2 Bank of America, 2 PayPal, and 2 other cards that were not at all connected to one another. And so, I'm just, I don't know. I've been, I guess, maybe much the naive person for like 30, 40 years, maybe. I don't know. anyway, it's all I accept, full responsibility. So there have been people that shot or hit with a baseball bat in terms of shoplifting or whatever else, for less merchandise than $500 worth of goods or whatever. I think that
I don't know where the crime is at though.
Well, the current.
Why? What's the point of it? Why is he doing that? What do you think? Why is what is the Pakistani guy getting out of this?
Well, like for example, there was an earthquake recently.
Yeah.
And it's like I had actual concern for this person. I was like, gee, I want to help you out. Let's get this back on up started so you can have money to kind of make life comfortable or try to restore your life post the earthquake. This person, I'm sure also.
How are they getting money though? I don't understand.
From Western Union. Western Union has satellite offices throughout.
Yeah, but who is giving you
Thailand and
where are you getting the money?
Where am I getting the money? I'm getting the money, I guess, through just like I thought it was kind of like maybe bankrupting like the system a little bit.
What's the system? So they send you credit cards.
Right.
The credit cards have some kind of cash value.
Yeah.
And where are the cards coming from?
The postal mail.
Yeah, they come from the mail. Who's sending them?
He would send them to me from using my computer as a proxy with this TeamViewer program.
He sends you the cards from Pakistan?
Well, yes, he sends me the cards from Pakistan dialed into my computer.
And then you cash the cards?
Yeah, for example, in setting up this website, this banking information, he was like, maybe you would understand, for free credit report, the free credit report, they're asking you for like, what places have you lived? What number, telephone number were you attached to? What names would you probably know from your history? And so Bank of America had like these kind of questions as well. And so Bank of America eventually sent me the credit cards to kind of, start this clothing operation venture that almost got off the ground until it was like when I said, okay, sir, I'm going to, go to the police on Monday. And he's like, no, that's not necessary. And I say, oh, yes, it is.
Why is it? I don't understand what the problem is. You're getting the card. He's sending you cards.
Right. Yeah.
And the cards are coming from him? Like, who's putting money on the cards?
Well, he would put money on the cards for like PayPal when I was doing
what does that mean though? So where is the card money coming from?
Well, the card money would come from various sources, like from PayPal. Somehow he was able to put money into the PayPal account that I could withdraw $500 whenever it was like filled up, to the maximum withdrawal limit.
So he put money in PayPal somehow. You don't know where that money came from.
Well, yeah, but I'm about as guilty, at least in some sense
This guy is doing some kind of like laundering or something.
Well, yeah.
So
basically,
where does he get the money?
That's I don't know, but he was able, like I had thought, it was like setting up shadow accounts, or like I had no idea that there was really so much of a person that was attached to it.
Well, so he sends you money,
Yeah,
and then you keep half and you send back to him.
yeah. I do need to clarify one thing. Sometimes even under PayPal, people would be asking for a refund, and I would issue the refund because I don't want to, hinder on anyone's life. But
I don't think you're doing anything wrong. Why do you think you're doing something wrong? What
well,
makes you think that?
well, I was if somebody wanted to not report what we're doing, that's probably the.
Well, I don't want you to report what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I don't want you to go to the police tomorrow and be like, I'm doing nothing. I wouldn't want you to do that. Why would you do that? Like, I don't understand what the.
Well, I'm trying to live maybe a lifestyle of being honest, being truthful.
Yeah, you are being truthful, but what do you have to be truthful about? I mean, I don't even.
Well, the fact that I at least allowed someone to use my computer with TeamViewer, the program.
But what's wrong with that? Is that
Well, I don't know.
I don't see the problem with what you're doing.
Well, the police might think differently, but I mean that's okay. That's their position.
Why do you think that? I don't understand why you're thinking that you're doing bad things. It's like you're walking. I feel like it's gonna be like tomorrow. You're gonna go into the police station and you'll be like, "I've been walking down the street every day, officer. I walk everywhere." And they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" And you're like, "Well, I keep walking. I won't stop walking down the street." And they're gonna be like, "Well, that's okay. That's okay with me. Only it's gonna be a lot more complicated."
Well,
I don't understand what you're even confessing to.
Well, getting $500 that doesn't really necessarily belong to me is a crime in some sense. I'm quite sure. Well, so when I withdrew money from this PayPal account that he would send money to, that sometimes I would issue a refund because people were like, "Oh, I didn't actually get any services, or what am I being charged on for this?" It's like I don't want to impact anyone's life.
I don't know. All right, I don't know what you're talking about anymore. Let's listen to some messages. You're confusing me.
Sorry.
I don't think you've done anything wrong.
Well, I'm willing to let the law tell me.
Your daily.
I don't know why you're doing that. I think, but
okay.
Hey, your daily hour with me.
Hi.
This is Monkey Bones.
Monkey Bones.
Hi, Monkey Bones.
I've been trying to get a hold of you, but we've just been playing phone tag. And I like the unicorn you got there. And hey, so I have this company that I make rocket stoves in Rainier, and my friend Mr. Watson, he manufactures them in Yelm. So give me a call, and we'll get you so you don't have to burn 10 cords of wood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I do.
And I want to talk to some Dance Only Dance people. It's a great show. And so is Karaoke Only.
I think you might be watching last year's episode.
Without Oli, only Karaoke Yelm. And
I don't see the unicorn around here anymore.
Great idea. Call me. My number is 360.
La 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 la.
And I'm getting new numbers, so do it quick.
Well, then I'll have to say la 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 again.
I like the guy with the shaved head and the hoodie guy, and there's a girl with sunglasses.
Oh, Jesus.
Talking on it.
I'm not.
Smoking an e-cigarette or talking on my.
I got long hair. Down to my
She picked up her
back.
purse and she's checking out to see if she's got change for $1. I don't know.
Tell your parents.
Anyway, give me a call. Love you guys.
Well,
keep it
already,
real.
I don't even know. You already said it all here. Weird things. I don't know why you're talking about money to me. And
like I said, if you do the program at night, okay, well, doing the program at night is is a good thing, but or maybe not a good thing. I don't know.
What's going on? The mafia?
Geez, no. I hope not. I mean, I don't know what. Oh Lord.
I don't understand.
He closed his account after I was telling him, you know, I'm turning over all this conversation that I'm having with you, and that it was relayed from this first person to yourself. You know, it's like I'm just gonna tell the police everything that I know, just to kind of wipe the slate clean, because, you know, I don't really want to get a phone number in the future, phone call from someone to say, you know, hey, I don't recognize this charge, you know, is their name Carl, you know, or whatever, you know, it's like, or the fact that I might have impacted people's, you know, lives on the internet, and some of them, you know, were like the same sort of fake names that, you know, like Roy Counts or whatever. I was just like, well, okay. I mean, I thought I was, you know, we were taking money from, you know, directly from, you know, corporate, you know, with fake identities. But if there's a real person behind that, then I have problems to sleep at night with that kind of information. So.
What? I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm confused, and I
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Yeah.
3
La 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 la.
365 is not
La la
available.
la.
Monkey Bones, it's programming calls back. Thank you for calling Unicorns.
Thanks for the fan mail.
We're calling Freddie now, the producer.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about that. We're getting down to it, I think, now, and I still.
Oh Jesus!
Confused.
Yeah, probably.
I am very confused.
Let's get on with the rest of the program. Oh jeez. What?
Are you gonna hurt people? You're not gonna hurt me or something? Are you?
No. What? I have been an unviolent person. I do.
Oh, you're gonna get
vigils. You know.
Criming? I don't understand.
Hey, you've reached Freddie Dobler. I can't come to the phone right now. But if you leave me a nice message, then I will call you back as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.
Hey, Freddie. Call us back. I don't know what's going on. Something weird's going on. Call us back. Okay, bye. Oh.
I mean, it's probably not as funny as I was just smiling there. Certainly for people that, you know, get charges on their account that they can't verify or validate, or, you know, what is this? You know, $200. See, that's one of the things that, you know, this one person talked to me about Oshkosh, is that, okay, now I'm not so interested about the $200 refund anymore. Now I'm interested in the, you know, like fines into thousands of dollars. You know, and I'm like, well, yeah, that could potentially happen.
What? Somebody told you thousands of dollars?
The person from Wisconsin.
That's not you though. You're only doing 500 at a time, right?
Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm gonna roll the dice because the conversations are not really improving. They're just kind of
circle. Yeah, we're going in circles. I don't know what you're talking
degrading.
about. I do not understand what's going on. Yep. Okay. Well, Carl,
Three.
Something I don't understand.
3.
4. I have a 4. I lost.
I have a 2. So I guess the system was, or the universe, not the system. The universe was confused, but maybe I should continue on with the program instead of like explaining about celestial objects. You're watching your Daily Hour with me. It's our long hyper-live call-in television talk show that's recorded every day in Thursday County, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 days on leap years. YDHWM began on September 19, 2010, and tapes a week in advance. So if you're watching this on TCTV channel 22, 11:30 p.m., this episode taped on the same weekday of the previous week. You're watching this at 2 a.m. This episode taped on the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384. Leave a message. We'll play your message on the next episode of the program and call you back. Thanks for your time, your interest in the program. Now, back to the program. Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
Well, maybe I should kind of continue on. Oh, wait, I would play the tape and then eject the tape after this next segment. You didn't see that because it was on the wrong channel. Wrong channel. Here's the right channel. Please put it on the right channel, Carl. Okay.
I'm so confused.
Because if you don't see the dice, then it didn't really happen. Sometimes the volume is a problem,
you
but...
can use phones from jail, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to... I have kind of like this mapped out, you know. I'm going to call 3 different people. This person on Oshkosh to deflect, you know, okay, you can call the police department. Then I'm going to call CRC. Then I'm going to call your Daily Hour with me.
Dan, are you there? It's the program.
Hello.
Are you really not there? Or are you doing the thing where you screen your phone calls?
Yeah.
Maybe you're actually not there.
Wakey,
hey,
wakey.
No, I'm actually here.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful.
Dan, you're scheduled to be here tomorrow.
Yes.
I sure am. When's a good time for you?
9
9?
p.m.
Do you want 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I could do that.
All right.
9 p.m.?
9 p.m.
I don't work at all. Listen, I don't work at all tomorrow. So, are there other time options?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay, 9 p.m. sounds great to me.
Right. I think Carl's gonna be okay, but Carl's convinced that he's involved in something weird and might go to what? You want to go tell Dan?
Yeah, Dan, if I don't send you a message by 6 o'clock, go ahead and find yourself another ride.
Okay.
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 Carl thinks Carl thinks he's gonna go to jail. I don't think you're doing any crimes, Carl. I'm confused.
Well, whatever happens.
You gotta talk to somebody about this. I think you should talk to Dan about this, like off the program. I don't even
off
know.
the program.
I don't even know if we should be doing. If we should be airing this.
I'm okay because I'm not gonna plead innocence.
I don't know if you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
Carl?
gonna. Yeah.
Carl, feel free to call me outside the program if you want to call later tonight. Yeah, I'd be happy to talk with you.
Call Dan afterwards because I don't know if we should air this. Really, I'm like.
Well, the air this, you know, I can already plead guilt on what I've, you know.
Guilt, crimes. I don't know what we're doing. Carl's being weird. Carl's been really weird today. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Give me a call after the program, Carl.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Feeling weird. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know what to do about it. But Dan, we'll see you tomorrow for real. Either way, with or without Carl, maybe.
Okay, so Carl, if I don't hear from you by 6, then just go ahead and plan on being at the studio by 9, right?
Yeah.
Right, but
okay.
I will call you when I get home. So.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good night. Bye.
Yep.
Call your dad, Paul, tonight or something. Does he stay up? I don't know what to do. You shouldn't be doing this on TV. Is this appropriate? I mean, I think like it's happening, viewers. If you're watching this right now, and we
yeah, but I just wanted to just let people know. You know, I just wanted to, I would, you know, talk to you like I would talk to people at CRC. So, so we have 2 3s and the 5. So, congratulations if you're a 3 person or a 5 person. I still have a 2, and Kenny still has a 4. Well, I would me plead innocence from something like this. No.
Plead the 5th.
Plead the 5th. I'm.
Question for you.
Yeah.
What the fuck over?
Okay.
Well, now, motherfucker. You just kicking the tent or what?
You're alive. Your balls haven't fallen out.
Oh Lord.
These balls are pretty sure gonna fall off like. Jesus.
Sorry. So I'm gonna eject the tape and let's do a commercial just because I don't know how much more time la 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 that we got to do. Reproducior. Okay, come on. There we go.
We'll call Mr. Ginsu though.
The 17th? Oh yeah. Today must be the 17th. I thought today was the 18th. Yeah. 17.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's
Mr.
the
Ginsu.
Commercial. We're on TV.
What are you doing?
Once a day, every day.
I'm sitting here wasting my
Mandy's
balls
here.
and hurt
To
so
play.
bad.
We're talking about Carl's future.
Waiting to die? You shouldn't be doing that.
Did you go to the doctor? I told you to go to the emergency room yesterday.
We did.
Right here in Harrison County? Are you watching? I know Yelm is. If you're watching this,
What? You forgot?
joining you soon.
You don't forget those things.
6 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Watch the program.
60.
Oh, jeez.
434.
Go to the doctor.
What to call it.
With all the rest of the pay,
Don't-
man.
You can't forget.
Fuck you.
Listen to me. When we get off the phone, get in your car and drive to the emergency room.
Alright.
Will you do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. That doesn't seem too definite to me.
Call.
That's not like a
Mr.
yes.
Ginsu, call your sister. Tell her that you need a ride to the emergency room.
Yeah. Roll
Roll
3 dice.
What?
I smoke pot instead.
No.
7, 6,
You're gonna die.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, you would have won
What is
if
happening? Everybody's getting crazy. I'm really like concerned and freaked out. Carl's laughing. I don't know.
2
I don't know
6s.
Carl's gonna go to jail.
Oh
Mr.
Jesus.
Ginsu's gonna die. What is happening?
Jesus
man.
Christ, Carl.
You too.
Why Carl's going to jail?
I don't know. Carl's involved in some kind of credit card fraud or something. That's what he's saying. I don't know what he's talking about. He's dropping this on me today, and in a weird way. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to. 30 peppers.
Fucking nuts, you little bastard. I'll kick you in your cut.
I'll accept that charge.
Mr. Ginsu,
Wolf?
go to the doctor.
Yes.
Now. Go to the doctor right now. Go to the hospital.
Bye.
End the show.
4,
Fuck, man.
No.
But then,
Coming up in the next episode of the program.
Oh man, do we got a program for you? The likes of which you have never seen since, well,
Dan talks a lot of black holes.
19 diggity 4 or 04 or 14.
You've seen the same last week, and it is here again this week.
I tell you everything you want to know about black holes, but we're afraid to ask.
One every night, 11:32 a.m. on TCV Channel 22.
Oh, I go into
I'm
it.
afraid to ask about black holes.
I go into it thick and heavy. It's daunting. Beware, my children.